Here are 5 exercises that you can use right now to lose weight fast. Hey guys, Brett Thompson here. Welcome back to my channel. Before we begin the video, smash that subscribe button down below. It really helps so we can help educate and inspire so many people out there that are struggling with nutrition and fitness from a whole. Let's help motivate, let's help inspire. Starting with exercise number 1, the squat. The squat is an awesome compound-based movement that targets multiple muscle groups, including the glutes, hamstrings, quadriceps, and overall core muscles. It's good for developing overall core strength, and it's good for overall strength gains as well. Especially if you're looking to build a booty, the squat is going to be awesome for you. The second exercise is going to be a bent over row. So for those that are already been training, you want to be using the big barbell. Now the bent over row, you want to be at a good 45-degree angle. Most important thing is obviously keeping your elbows tucked in as close as possible and squeezing the upper trapezius, the upper back muscles, as tight as possible at the top. A lot of people are quite hunched over, so it puts a lot of pressure on your lower back. Now, same thing, if you're a beginner, I would recommend that you don't start with a heavy load, but rather work with a set of cans, or you can take a normal travel bag or a rucksack, carry sack bag, fill it up with some weights, some tins, some water, whatever makes it more resistant, and you can apply the same movement. The third step that brings me to is the deadlift, and not just any deadlift, it's going to be the Romanian deadlift. Now the Romanian deadlift is designed to help stretch out the hamstrings, stretch out the glutes, and target the lower back. Now with the Romanian deadlift, basically you want your legs just to be either shoulder length apart or slightly in, with a slight soft knee bend. From there you want to think about pushing your bum as far back out as possible so that you are lengthening the hamstring as you bring the weight down just below shin level, just below knee level. For beginners, the best way to start with a deadlift practice range of motion is to use a wall behind you. Literally put your back up against the wall, take a little step away from the wall, slight bend in the knees, and slowly push the bum back without having to bend your knees. The fourth exercise will be the military press or shoulder press. Now this is very good for building trap muscles, neck muscles, shoulder muscles, and targeting overall core stability. Now with the shoulder press, basically you want your arms just to be outside of shoulder length to begin with, and same thing when it goes to the top, you want to be pushing your head as far forward as possible, trying to encourage your shoulders to go as straight as possible. Same thing, a lot of people that do office jobs are sat in this position all the time typing, or their necks are leaned forward, causing a real protrusion in the neck. With the military press is you don't want to be arching at the spine. If the weight is too heavy, you'll feel that there's quite a lot of pain in your lower back. That means just drop the weight down. Rather do it correctly first before going up incrementally. Now for the beginner, you can do the same thing with a can of beans. Literally stand in the same position, practicing the same motion up and down. This brings me to step number 5, which is the bench press. Super easy and effective to use. Now for the advanced lifter, you want to be on a bench. Same thing, you want your arms just to be outside of shoulder length or just inside of shoulder length, depending on your range of motion. The next step is elbows want to be at a 45-degree angle. If your elbows are too far out, you're going to start causing shoulder injuries, which is something you want to avoid. Slightly tuck your shoulders in. Bring the bar down in line with nipple line. We obviously want to always encourage ROM, range of motion, so ideally you would like the bar to be touching the chest. For beginners, you can start on the ground with a can of beans, same thing, literally on your back, use a can of beans, go all the way down until elbows touch the ground, same thing, bringing elbows into a 45-degree angle, and at the top you want to raise as quick as you can, squeezing the chest as tight as you can, and then lowering down nice and controlled. The whole idea with these exercises is to create as much tension as possible. Now with these exercises, there are compound movement exercises, which means they target multiple muscle groups. But however, when you are doing the exercises, you want to be thinking very clearly of the muscle groups you want to be squeezing. For instance, the squat, when you're coming up, you want to be squeezing your bum at the top. The RDL, when you're going down, you want to make sure that you're stretching your hamstring as much as possible. The military press, you want to be squeezing your shoulders as tight as you can. Everything is about contraction and that mind to muscle connection. Guys, it's very, very important that in the early stages when performing any of these 5 exercises is to take it super easy. you want to be focusing mainly on range of motion and form in the beginning stages. At least give yourself a 3 to 4 week period where you're practicing these movements. A lot of people go out there and they just try to lift the heaviest weight that they can, or just try to have an ego boost of like, look, I can do this better than you. There's no such thing as that. Like, you're only in competition with yourself at the end of the day to become a better version of yourself. So rather start in the beginning, perfecting the movement, so that overall long term you're going to get a much better result. See, at the end of the day, you're looking to stimulate the muscle through a nervous response, and the only way you're going to do that is by having that mind to muscle connection. And if you're trying to lift as heavy as you can, you've got no mind to muscle connection. It's just a whole load of overload, and it's just a waste of exertion. So practice these movements, imply them into all your exercise. You can do it from a beginner level, you can do it from an intermediate, you can do it from an advanced level. But these are going to help you lose weight. Please subscribe down below, share the video, give us a like, share in the comment section if you enjoy videos like this, or if you want me to make any more other videos regarding fitness and health, let me know. Peace out.